Good day, everybody. First cast, right there. I'm on the Passadumkeag River here in Passadumkeag, Maine. Do a little fishing. Appreciate you tuning in, checking this out. If you like this content, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. That would be awesome. See if we can't catch us fish today. The weather is definitely changing here. The leaves are changing. Things are cooling off. I'm actually go underneath here. This bridge. See how we do here on the other side. Give this a whirl over here. There we go. Oh, there's a fish. There we go, right there. There we go. That'll get us a pickerel right out of the gate, guys. Little pickerel. There we go. Nice little pickerel right there. There you go. Nice little pickerel. Get that back in the water. Yeah, fish number one. There we go. Well, that's a good way to get things going. A couple minutes into the live. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm on the Passadumkeag River here in Passadumkeag, Maine. Had my first fish so far. I've caught a pickerel. The first fish so far this morning. Just had another bite. Another bite. Jesus, two back to back. That's okay. Nice to see them biting. That is nice to see them biting. Boy, be awesome to have a good bite today. Looking good so far, everybody. Jill, welcome. Arvid, welcome. Garage, welcome. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. If you don't want to hit the thumbs up, all you got to do is tap the screen twice, and that will give you a like. Just tap the screen twice. Appreciate all the comments and interactions. Feel free to ask any questions if you want. I do these lives as often as possible. Hopefully going to be doing some fishing for a while today. Get that off there. This morning, right now, I'm using a Mep spinner bait. That's what I'm using. Glenn, welcome. Good to see you. Robert, how's things going? Hope all is well with you. Arizona, welcome. Good to see you. Having a blast here so far this morning. Things are going good. Let's go is right. Got one pickerel so far. Had a couple of the bites already. So I'm happy. Nice to see some action here this morning. Interested to see how the day plays out. Boy, ain't there some stuff in the water today floating around. A little more than normal. Seems like it anyway. Where's everybody watching from? Just curious. What state, what country? Where are you fishing? Passadumkeag River. Passadumkeag, Maine. Hello from the UK, tight lines, bud. Nice to see you fishing. Spinnerbaits for snakehead. As I'm from India. Okay. I'm using a MEP spinnerbait, and that seems to be what works for me anyway, most of the time. I will change it up. I do have some other lures with me if I need to use them, but this is what I normally use for fishing most of the time, depending on the conditions and where I'm at. Falls Church, Virginia. There you go. I've been live 7 minutes. I've had a couple bites, and I've already caught a pickerel. So I'm excited that I was able to catch something already. That's a plus. Beautiful day. Oh my goodness, yes, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't beat it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the day goes. I really can't ask for better, Robert. I'm confused about the weeds though right now, because there's not a lot of there's not much moisture to get them in the water and stuff. I'm just curious where they're all coming from. You see it does eddy up right here, I get that. I'm just wondering where they're coming from upstream. A little confused, that's all. Goes an eagle right there. Beautiful sight. Ooh. Ooh, he just got something down there. Or tried. I don't know if he got it or not. I don't know what it was. Ooh, here he goes. See if he's going down again for it. Yes, sir. Like know what he's after. Couldn't tell. That was cool. Glad I got to see that. Oop, we had a fish. Come on, take it, bud. Take it, take it. Oh, jeez, crow. Come on. Come on. Oh, let's see what we got here. It's all fun and games. Do you snag? Jimmy, water treating you good today? Yes. Yes, it is, Thomas. Well, whereabouts are you? I am in Passadumkeag, Maine, on the Passadumkeag River. That is just above Bangor, Maine. A little ways along the Penobscot. You go up along the Penobscot River. If you follow that up, you'll see where the Passadumkeag River intersects with it, and I'm up that river a ways. That Passadumkeag River. That's where I'm at today. Looks like the old train bridge I used to go to in Howland. No, actually, no. I'm down from Howland, Enfield. Just down the river. If you go down the river, on the Penobscot, on the east side of it, from the Enfield side, obviously, and you head back towards, like you're going to go back towards Bangor, Brewer area, come to Passadumkeag, and that's where, and then you go up in there, that's where I am. I call this right here river chub myself. Come here. Come here. Stop it. There we go. There we go. And there we go. There he is right there. Stinking stuff floating in the water is crazy. It definitely messes you up for sure. I am going to try to cast out beyond it though. Maybe I can get a bite for it. It gets wound up and stuff. So I can go. Oh, there we go. Fish on. Fish on. That's another one of them river chubs. Is that what it is? Yes, it is. Got another one right there. There we go. Well, they're biting today. Look at that. There we go, right there. Put back in the water. All right, there. Well done, thanks. Oh, look at that junk there. Wow. Boy, that's quite a hunk of junk. That's okay, we'll get it off there. Hey, get it up here, it ain't in the water, right? That's how I look at it each time I get wound up. Try to anyway. Sometimes I get a little frustrated, but hey, that's one less piece to be out there. Be in the way. Okay. Well, there we go. We're going to work our way up the river. See what we can do up that way. Well, I'm just plugging along, I guess, more than anything. See how it goes. See what happens. Do you have any? Look at that. Yeah, I do real well with it. Sorry.
How's the fishing?
Good this morning.
Huh?
I said good this morning. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good so far.
I've seen him pull great fish.
Yeah.
That's out of here.
Yeah, no, nice fish
Can
sometimes.
you eat those?
I guess that'd be up to the person. I just catch and release everything.
Yeah.
I just
You're
let it
from
go.
Maryland?
No. I got the
Oh.
other vehicle.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
up here fishing, enjoying the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a great day.
Yeah. Have fun.
Thank you. Do you have? Yes, I do have good luck with the maps. It seems to work really well for me. Bear with me just a minute, guys, as I make my way around here. Micah, welcome. Is it BMW? Welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. All right. Almost to where I'm headed, guys. There we go. There. Well, I'll get up here and see if we can catch this fish. What a beautiful day. Can't get over it. Do you ever use bait? Not usually. I will once in a while if I'm like going for stripers. I will use bloodworms or sandworms, and then that's not all the time. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Hey. All right. Let's see what we can do. Come on, fishy, fishy. Can't get over how nice the day is. I can't imagine what the temperature was up here this morning. I live on the coast, and this is quite a ways inland from me. And I had it in the low to mid 40s where I was. And it wasn't very far from my house up the road that it was in the 30s, so. Bet it was something cool up here this morning. Come on, fishy, fishy. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. If you're new to the channel, I do these lives as often as I can fishing. I'll also do lives while I'm harvesting clams and worms here sometimes in Maine. That's what I do for a living. And obviously I do this content creation as well. So I stay pretty busy and I love the outdoors. Oh, that was a bite. Well, no, that was bottom. I thought that was a bite, but it wasn't. Kind of strange way that went across there. Feel free to share the live and let people know that I'm on. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Here we go. Look at you. There's a pickerel. Another pickerel right there. Easy, buddy. Easy, 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 easy. All right, hold on. I gotta walk in and get my pliers out. Get the pliers out. Get that hook out. Easy, buddy, easy. Yeah, there's a pickerel right there. Yeah, I'll fix that in a minute. Get that back in the water. Off and gone. They're so slimy. Look at the slime on my hands. I don't know if you can see that or not. It doesn't do it justice. There you go. See some of the slime on it. Oh, see? See it between my thumb and finger? They're just wicked, wicked slimy. They really are. All right. Get this wound up around my, there we go. I got wound up around my pliers. Let's see if we can get this off there. Okay, there we go. There we are, right there. Okay. That's a little better. That's better right there. Okay, fix that blade. There we go. There. We're back in business now, guys. We are back in business now. All right, there. There we go. Phew. Better. All right. There. See what we can do now. We got 19 likes already. Appreciate that, everybody. Thank you. Good group of people in here. Appreciate all the help. By tapping that screen and stuff. You tap the screen twice. That will give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. It all helps. Now we're up to 20 now. Awesome. We're getting there. Come on, fishy, fishy. Trying to hug those weed beds best I can. See if I can get one to come out of that. May have been some weeds right there on that other side. I try to, oh, there's one hit just right there, right in front of me. Guess that wasn't weeds. That was nice to see a hit right there. Everything's working fine. We're good to go. Well, I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. So far things are really good here. I've had a pretty busy morning already. I got up and shot some video this morning of harvesting bloodworms. We shot some video, and now I'm doing some fishing. So hopefully here in the near future I'll have some new bloodworm videos up for you guys, so you can see how I harvest those. I got some longer form videos shot today, early this morning. I did do some shorts as well, but it's definitely cooling up here, for sure. You can feel it in the air. I appreciate the group in here. We got 84 people. Thank you so much. If you guys like this content and you haven't been to my channel before, feel free, if you like it, to hit that subscribe button. And you can double tap the screen and that'll give me a thumbs up. Here we go. Oh, lost him. Lost him. I don't know what it was either. I see something, but I don't know what it was. I did have one on there for a second. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, small pickerel. That was a small pickerel, guys. Nice. That is nice. Get a little bit of fight and an easy release. I like that. Oh, that was a hit. Another hit. Here we go. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Here we go, guys. Here we go. There we are. Another pickerel. We're in pickerel heaven here. There we go. Another one. Off and going. Off and going. Well, we're doing all right. Things are going good today, guys. Could not be happier. Good group of people catching some fish. Win-win all the way around. Got fish slime all on my hands. Ah, good. It's good. All right, I'll head to shore and walk up the shore a little bit. Keep fishing our way up. Really appreciate the group in here. That's awesome. You guys are great. Thank you for tapping that screen. 2 taps will give me a thumbs up, guys. We're at 25 already. You guys are knocking it out of the park. I can't see who subscribed, so I'll just say thank you to anyone who has. Couldn't be happier with the group in here. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna fish my way up the river and see what we can catch today. Absolutely gorgeous here. Here we go. See if we get any takers. Oh, here's a squirrel. Oh, there we go. Oh, geez, that lure almost hit me. Wow, didn't that thing shot out of there. Did you guys see that? That pickerel? Wow. Beautiful fish, thanks. That was something else. That pickerel came right out of nowhere. I don't know what we got here. Let's see what this is. Holy shit. Oh, I'd like knowing what that was. It felt like a good fish. That felt like a good fish. Geez, we're on fire here. Let's see if that might have been a pickerel and they'll bite again. Although I've had bass doing it lately. Biting a couple times. There's a pickerel. We'll get us another pickerel, guys. Here we go. Here we go. There we are right there. There we are right there. Another pickerel. Off and gone. Man, they are biting good today. The bite is on, guys. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I got some grass on the end there. I ain't gonna attract much, is it? We're 27 likes, guys. You guys are doing awesome. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for the encouragement in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Chris, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend. What am I fishing for? Well, there's bass and pickerel and what I call river chubs in here. I mean, there's sunfish, all kinds of fish in here. I'm targeting bass if I can get them. But there's a bunch of fish in this river here where I'm at. Different types. Thanks. Looks like you're having a great time. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Chris. Stephanie, welcome. Good to see you. Is it Vernon Austin? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. That's cool. And what are you using for bait? I'm not using bait. I'm using a lure. I'll show you my lure though. That's it right there. It's a MEP spinner bait. What I'm using, number 5 blade on there. MEP spinner. Come on, fishy, fishy. Jose, welcome. Go ahead, brother. Catch a bunch of fish. I appreciate that. I'm going to try. We'll see how it goes. One cast at a time. Hey Joe, how's it going? Yes, I've caught several pickerel today so far, and a couple of those river chubs. So far so good. Things seem to be going well. Pretty steady bite. Caught them all on the Mep spinner, and just doing well. Beautiful day. How's things in Australia? Hopefully things are well. And how's the house coming, or the cabin, I should say. I looked up those Murray cod, Joe, and I'll tell you, them look like some fun fish to catch. Good shot. Ooh, that looks like a bass, maybe. That does look like a bass. Let's see. Maybe not. Yes, it is a bass. That's a good bass. Get this up here. That's a nice largemouth, guys. Awesome. Nice largemouth right there. Nice, nice, nice. Get a weight on this, guys. It's a nice largemouth right there. Pretty bass. Ain't that silver on the bottom? That's a nice bass. Nice fish right there. That right there, just like that. Depending on what I catch, that might be my thumbnail for this video. We'll see. What do you guys think that weighs? I'm going to say 1.25 pounds. It's pretty fat through it. Actually, look. It's eating. Whoa. It's eating well. Let's see if we can get a weight on this. Turn my scale on. There we go. Let's see if we can get in here. 1.28. If you guys can see that or not, 1.28 is what it was. Well, sorry. 1.28. So just over 1.25 pounds. Easy, buddy. Easy, easy, easy. Come on. Yeah, we're going to go with 1.28. Easy, bud. Easy. So, yep, just over 1.25 pounds. Nice little bass. We'll take it. Good fish. Nice way to start things off today. As far as bass goes, anyway, good way to start. All right, brother. Nice fish, thanks. Good job, Wayne. You're knocking them dead today. Yes, that's going good. Ripper, geez, I didn't realize that many people cold here 2 months away on the lake. Okay, sorry, man, I didn't think that many people was commenting on stuff. Sorry I got behind. I was fierce with that fish right there. Let's get that back in the water. Off and gone. Make somebody else's day. Well, that was nice. That was a pleasant surprise. Hooray, brother. Okay, Robert, thank you. Firm. Welcome. Are they nice to eat? Some people eat the bass. Stephanie, thank you. Some people do eat them. I personally don't. I catch and release all my fish. And I'll be honest, the more the content creating I do, you know, I love the fishing. I love doing it, taking you guys along and shooting video and all that. And, ooh, there's another bite right there. Oh, that's pickerel. He's hit it three times. Here he is again. We got him that time. 3 times. He come up from underneath it that time. There we go. Man, the fishing is good today. Oh my goodness. Wow. Come on, come on. Okay, see if I can get the, I was afraid of that, darn it. Trying to, just a second guys, bear with me if you're saying anything in the comments. I gotta be careful with this. Hold on, I'll show you why. For anyone who hasn't seen this before, get out of the sun here, maybe that'll help. Let's see, we do it that way? Probably not. I just don't know. Let's see. These things have wicked teeth on them. They're kind of almost like a, see the teeth there and on the top of their mouth? You can see them all on the top, see them? If you can see them, let me know in the comments. But these things can definitely smack onto you pretty quick. But that's, see the teeth? There we go, right there. That's a good picture of them. That's what the teeth look like. They can definitely bite you. And of course, bigger the fish, bigger the bite. Get that back in the water. Master of bass, all right. Nice set of chompers. Yeah, I guess so. Get this off and back in the water, guys. Off and gone. Phew. There. My goodness. Feel free to share the live, guys, if you can. I don't know if you can or not, but if you could, that'd be great. Let people know I'm live, and hopefully I can catch some more fish for you guys. The bite right now has been super. An excellent morning of fishing so far. I had another friend of mine that was fishing. He said the bite was good where he was this morning. I was watching his live, and Lewis, and he was doing well fishing this morning. And this is not disappointing here. So far, so good. This has been awesome all morning so far. Since I've been here, I've been alive, what, 44 minutes. I don't know how many fish I've caught. I said that yesterday when I was bass fishing on the Passadumkeag River. I lost track of the fish and just enjoyed the time. I caught quite a few yesterday. Come on, fishy, fishy. Master bass. My wife has a good size too. Yeah, it was. Thanks, Chris. No, I agree, Stephanie. That was a nice little fish. Beauty. Glad to see them biting like they are today. The other day, once I got up here in this a little bit deeper water, this drops off into some deeper water and then it shallows again. You know, like certain places do. This it's kind of deep through here. It's shallow, more shallow over that way. And of course, there's a bend where an intersection comes in of another stream. And then as you go up here a little ways, this stays deep for a while and then it shallows up again, then drops off again. So Great group of people in here. If you're new to the channel, I'm on the Passadumkeag River at the moment. I've caught pickerel today, and I've caught bass today. I've caught what I call a river chub. I've caught a few of those today. It's been very active this morning so far. And I am really looking forward to seeing how things go the rest of the day. It's been some fantastic fishing though. Absolutely great. Oh, that felt like a bite. A lot of times them pickerel will hit it 2 or 3 times, but I'd said it earlier in the live, I've had the bass do the same thing lately. I've had a couple of them do it where they'll hit it, come back, hit it, come back and hit it again. A lot of times earlier this year, they'd just be one and done. They either got it or they didn't, and they were done. With the bass anyway, at least the areas I was fishing then. But right now they seem to be hitting more, at least the last few days. Oh, in the weeds. I was trying to go low right there, trying to stay near the bottom. Hopefully I didn't get anything. Oh, I pulled through it good. Come on, fishy, fishy. I'd love to fish with you. Oh, I hope so. I hope it works out someday. Is it, we'll say Kath. Appreciate you tuning in. Hello. We got 33 likes, guys. Appreciate you tapping that screen. Tap that screen twice, and if you haven't hit the like button already, that should give me a thumbs up. I'll do one more for you now, right there. See if we get any takers. And I'll move up a little bit. Oh, I can't ask for a better day today fishing though. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. It was cool this morning. The people who just arrived, I went worming for videos this morning here in Maine. I shot some long form content that I'll try to get posted up here in the future of me harvesting bloodworms. I did do a couple shorts as well. But we filmed for a while this morning. That was nice. It was cool, but nice. I enjoyed getting back out, shooting some videos of worms and digging them. I've been primarily clamming for a while here in Maine. Soft shell clams, or people call them steamers. I've been harvesting those for a while now this summer. And it was nice to get back out and do a little filming doing bloodworms. Thank you guys for the likes. We're at 35. How's the striper fishing at the coast. You know, Robert, not very good for Maine this year. They've done well in southern Maine. Boy, they've done good. Caught some in my area, mid coast and a little down east. They've done all right, some people, but I'll be honest. I tried it earlier this year. I fished for a while for them, several days in a row on the Penobscot River, and never caught any. Tried a couple different areas down in southern Maine more, down on the Kennebec and the Androscoggin River. Didn't get any down there, and I said I was all set with it and went back bass fishing. I just get discouraged if I'm not catching many. You know, I mean, I go days sometimes without catching bass or anything when I'm doing this, but I just seem to have a little more luck doing this than going for stripers and going day after day after day after day and not catching anything. And I didn't think it'd be very enjoyable logs if I wasn't catching anything, so. And I'm trying to grow my social media, so that's my explanation on it, I guess. But I know in southern Maine they've done well. You know, and like I said, in other places they've caught some. But boy, I've seen some reports from down in southern Maine around Saco, Biddeford, down that way that's been really good, and down towards Kittery as well, near the border. I've seen some real nice fish come in from down there. Is there snakes there? Yes, there is snakes here. You will, mate. We're going Murray cod fishing. There you go. Yes, they're like a pike in the UK. Correct. Cast 3 meters along the bank. Okay, all caught up. Yeah, they what do they call them? Northeast water snake or something like that is what you'll see once in a while in the water here. I posted some videos of them in the past. I think they're here on YouTube, but I know I've done it on my other social media like Facebook or Instagram or something. Yeah, but we have what they call northeast water snakes. I think that's what they are. And yeah, they'll swim in the water and so forth. They're not poisonous like a water moccasin as far as I know. No, I'm almost positive they're not. Can't say positively on anything, you know, I don't want to get in a mess, but I don't believe so. But they can get a little on the lengthy side, you know, around 3 feet or so. Maybe even a little better. The ones I've seen, the biggest one I've seen is probably a little over 3 feet. But not like you guys in Australia. No, I've seen some of the snakes that you guys got down there. I'll be honest. That's one thing, Joe, that I would be awful leery if I came there. The snakes, the spiders, all the different things that are not human friendly. Let's put it that way. That would make me a little nervous in places. I'd have to try to get over that anxiety, I guess. I will say one thing, you guys have got some awful intense creatures there in Australia. But boy, I think that Murray cod fishing would be fun. I saw some pictures and stuff of them after we've talked. I looked some up on the internet, and wow, they look like a big fish. Well, I think it's probably one of them things, as well as you know, is, you know, you kind of get used to it. You know what to look for, what to be cautious of, and where to be, and all that. You know, you're aware of your surroundings. You're used to the area, and I'm sure that plays a huge part in all of it. But I think coming over there and visiting would be awesome. I know I could get some unbelievable content over there. I would have a blast just filming and taking pictures and, you know, like we said, fishing and stuff. But boy, I like over on my Facebook page and stuff, I do a lot of photography with my... Oh, did you see that one? He's right there in front of me. I'm going to try to catch him. Hold on, guys. I see him right in front of me. Let's... There he is right there. We got him. That was a good one. He went right back inside. There he is right there. Hold on 1 second. I'll get him. There we go. Oh, didn't he whack that? Another pickerel right there. We have definitely caught some fish today. I'll get that back in the water, guys. Off and gone. Another happy customer. I don't know if he is, but I am. I know when we have our winter, you guys have your summer, and I know you guys are going into your spring now as we go into our fall. And in the middle of the winter time, you know, when we get really cold here in January and February and stuff, on them really cold days, I'll once in a while look up the temperatures over there in certain areas like Alice Springs and stuff like that. And I'll look at some of those temperatures and it'll be like, man, you know, it may be cold here, but it's not a, you know, 120 degrees like it is there. Murray cod and catching a brimmer. The fish to catch here, both get over a meter. That's awesome. That is awesome. When I was up in northern Maine, 2 weeks ago, I think now, up in the, as we would call it, the county, I fished from Allagash back to Van Buren, and they have muskie in there where I was fishing. I did catch one. I did post it. They got the teeth kind of like these pickerel here, but they get a lot bigger. And they've caught them well up into the 40-inch range over there, and some real nice sized fish. Those muskie. One of the people I overheard talking up there said the day before I was there, they were in a boat, but they or someone that was around them there, I caught one that was over 40 inches. Are there any pike in here? Yeah, there is. There's a possibility of it. I'm catching chain pickerel is what I'm catching along with bass, but there is a possibility of it because of the some feeder streams or rivers that come into the river that's outside of this one, if that makes sense. It's kind of, yes, there is a possibility that there could be northern pike in here, yes. Let's just put it that way. There are some ponds that have them that will drain into this river, the main river, the Penobscot, which this river actually feeds into. So I guess it could be possible that you could find some here. I've been catching chain pickerel today, which is basically a smaller version of a northern pike. The muskie I was just talking about, I caught that up in Aroostook County on the St. John River. That's where I caught that a couple weeks ago. That was an awesome trip. I wish I could have stayed there several days. I went up on a Saturday, spent the night, and then started fishing the next morning. I went from Fort Ken up into all the way up to Allagash, and then fished my way back basically from Allagash to Van Buren in different areas and spots and things like that. Just fishing from shore, but had a good time. I did have a couple bass on, but the only thing I brought in that day was a muskie, and that was okay because that was the fish I was hoping to catch. And earlier in the season, I had been up and caught a few bass up there, and I got to get that video posted. I've got a few videos of that catching bass up there. More of a long form video. I'll move down a little bit more here in just a second after this cast. I see that new comment. I'll just, give me just a second and I'll look at it. I was born in Limestone Loin Air Force Base. That's neat, Robert. All good size catches. Appreciate that, Stephanie. Chain spinners. Eight goes, chain. I'm gonna stick with what I got. I'm pretty diehard when it comes to my lures. Not that I won't. I know last time I was up here, just above where I'm going here, I put a frog on and fished around the reeds and a little bit of pads and stuff that was up here, and tried to get either a pickerel or a bass on it, and just couldn't get any takers. They would hit it, but they wouldn't take it all the way under. And I could do I do have some rubber worm things I could use. I do have the stuff with me. I may if it gets super slow. But hey, the amount of fish I've caught since I've done my live, I'm tickled with that. Last few days have been phenomenal fishing. I'm happy. Yeah, I thought about going over towards Loring on my way home the last time I was up there, but I didn't. I stayed the normal way I usually go and just went through Caribou and Presque Isle and stuff coming back. Pretty country. I was used to the road, and I'd been up early, and the day before was a long day for me, and then of course the ride for me to get home from up there is about 4.5 hours one way. So I got done in the afternoon, got home that evening. Must feel good just to get away. It does. It does. No, and like I said, I probably stick with the lure more than I should really. But boy, it just treats me so well on most of the fish I'm targeting. I mean, like yesterday, Joe, if you could have seen the live on the Passadumkeag River, this is all I used was this lure here. And I probably caught 15 to 20 bass out of Orono. I was fishing on the Passadumkeag in Orono, Maine, and was just nailing the bass there. It was really, really awesome. It was a great day for bass fishing for me. The live went well. I think I gained 30 something followers, subscribers I mean, and I think 11,000 views or something like that. I was very pleased with it. It's been a very good week on YouTube and doing the lives, and I really appreciate everybody who tunes in and checks it out, subscribes to the channel, you know, talks in the chat, hits a thumbs up. Some people will tap the screen with those hearts and so forth and whatever they let you do that with, and just appreciate everybody, you know, coming along for the journey. Wasn't very long ago, I think probably 5, 6 years ago now, probably 6 years ago, I didn't even have an email, let alone do social media. I didn't have nothing to do with any of it. Didn't want to. And here I've been now, what, over 3 years doing content creation on multiple platforms and slowly trying to transition into just doing stuff like this full time. I would have never, ever, ever thought of it years ago. But I'm glad I am. I've met a lot of nice people on social media, and it's really saving my, what little bit that I've done it, you know, because I haven't been doing it super long. I figure the more I can grow this, the more it'll save my back and my body from wearing it out. You know, where my job's is such a physical, demanding job as I get older. Not that, you know, I plan on totally giving up on any of it, but if I can make it a little easier, I definitely want to try. Loved your clam stream. Yeah, I'm glad. You know, and that's a mixed bag, Joe, to be honest with you. I mean, some people like it when they, you know, see me doing other stuff. Some people don't. You know, some of my lives do okay. Other ones, you know, all they want to see is just the fishing. But I got to kind of mix it up for myself. And not only that, you know, if I don't have a chance to go fishing and I'm somewhere where I've got service and I can take people along on my journey while I'm harvesting clams, I figured it to myself anyway. I figure, why not? So that's kind of why I did it. You know, and see who likes it, who doesn't. I mean, I get it, it's not everybody's cup of tea, the clamming, so. But I enjoy it. It's part of who I am and what I do. I was born and raised in it. I've been digging worms and clams for over 45 years now, and I'll tell you, it takes a toll on the body after a while. I can say that for sure, 110%. Very physically demanding. I was hoping I could skate right across those weeds and maybe get one to jump out at it. I'm gonna move right up above these guys. Walk up along the shore here a little bit. We will catch you up one day, 100%. I appreciate that. Hey Wayne, do you ever try using plugs? I have, like for stripers I do once in a while. I'll use topwater plugs. For bass, no. I mean, I do have a frog that's got kind of like a little popper end on it. And I mean, once in a while I might use a topwater, like a husky jerk or something like that. Well, I guess not topwater because it does sink, but yeah, I mean, I'll switch it up once in a while. Springtime, the husky jerks work pretty good for smallmouth. Depends on the conditions, but more times than not, I'm using the spinner for the simple fact that I have so much success with it. I mean, today alone, between bass, pickerel, and those river chubs, I probably caught, I don't know, we've been doing the live for an hour and 10 minutes. I probably caught 12 fish. So what's that average out to? A fish every 10 minutes? I'm okay with that. Oh, more than that, ain't it? I mean, yeah. I'm not opposed to using anything. I don't use live bait just because it's personal choice. As far as the bass and stuff. But as far as lures, yeah, I've used several different types in the past. Bob, can you show the lure before you throw it again? Hold on, yes. See if I can get it to come up good on the screen here. That right there is that there's the hair on it's getting a little worn down, or fur I should say, whatever it is there. I don't know if this is the one made with squirrel tail or not, but that right there is the number 5 blade on the Mep spinnerbait is what it is. And that's silver, the blade. You're welcome, Bob. Oh, see some nice swirls right there. Well, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. That was odd. There was like 3 swirls right back to back. Got to get back out there and see what that was. I thought for a minute that might have been an animal or something. It was just odd how there was 3 swirls. You don't normally see that. You'll see 1 when it's a fish, but that was actually 3. Huh. Interesting, to say the least. How big can the fish get there? All depends on what you're lucky to catch. I mean, bass probably can get 4 or 5 pounds here, I imagine. The pickerel are going to get a few pounds. If you were lucky enough to get a big northern pike, you know, the northern pike can get, you know, 15, 20, 30 pounds. I don't expect to even catch one in this river, but you know, it's possible. And like I said, off the Penobscot and some of the rivers, they do say it because Pushaw Lake is where there's northerns in that, and they'll get they're actually in Pushaw Stream, so, and that runs into the Penobscot, and so they can get here. Yeah. Wow was right. Yeah, to hook into one like that would be awesome. That's what I was hoping for when I get the muskie, to get into one of the bigger ones like they have up there. But hey, I was just happy to catch one I got. Those muskies, same way. You can see them get quite big. You take a 40-inch fish, built basically like a pickerel, but 40 inches and a lot bigger around. That can put on some weight quick. You can see a 25-pound fish pretty easily at that length. Well, the fishing's a little slow up here. I'm working back where I was. Making my way back towards the bridge. Fish my way back there. I think I'm going to end up trying somewhere else before the day is over. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, I got plenty of time for that. I could maybe do a live somewhere else. We'll see if I've got service anyway. If not, I definitely want to try to shoot some video. But I've got to try to edit some video today and post some stuff. Whether I get it posted or just to go through some videos. I've got some other fishing videos. I've got that worming videos now. I got so much stuff I've got to go through to edit. At some point, what I'd like to do is have someone edit my stuff. Hoping someday to get to that point. So I can go through and chop it, paste it, do what needs to be done, and I can just concentrate on doing this. Oh, there goes an eagle. That's cool. I didn't even see him. Thought he was down below. Just keep plugging along and making our way back, guys. I still can't get over how gorgeous this day is. Man, what a beautiful day. I've got like 5 spots I'd like to go fish right this moment. Trying to figure out where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. I'll make a call and check with my event coordinator to see if she has any plans. I may go a little further north and try a place. I don't know if I can do a live there, but it'd be cool to get some videos. I was up there a couple weeks ago on the Penobscot up in the Medway area and caught a couple nice smallmouth up there. I'd like to get back up there and try that again. It's about, they're probably about 45 minutes or so from here. But when I come back, I can get on the interstate and just head back towards Bangor that way. And then zip right down 1A and head home. But I don't want to be home super late tonight either. I got to get up early in the morning, go clamming. So you know how it goes. Anybody who's busy and doing a bunch of things and trying to juggle a bunch of stuff, it's kind of life. You got to make choices and do different things, and I've got to get some wood put up too. I got to do that. Getting that time here. Let's see. You ever fish Cold Stream Pond? No, I have not done that yet, no. I've looked at it on the map and stuff, thought about it, but no, I have not. I've heard good things about it. I heard there's good fishing in it. What a beautiful place. Just amazing. Oh my gosh, yes. On the Penobscot, where I'm talking about fishing in Medway, I think it's the Weldon Dam's the name of it. So I'm up on the upper side of that, and it basically is the pond is, I mean the river itself becomes a big reservoir where they hold it back, and you know, the river really widens out. But boy, the spot I fished in that day I was there, I had a nice one on, and I lost it just before shore. I mean, it wasn't super big, 2-3 pounds, and I ended up catching a couple. One of them was almost 3 pounds, I think, if I remember right. I think it was 213 maybe. I caught another one that was almost 2 pounds. It was just a wicked good place to fish, and that's why I'm kind of leaning in the back of my mind to go try. As far as service, I just don't know. I know it was kind of spotty, that place where I was fishing, so not sure if I could do a live or not, but I do have my other battery with me for my phone to plug into, and I could have plenty of battery life for shooting video and stuff like that, which is encouraging. Is there any bears out there? Yes, there's bears. I haven't seen one in a while, but yes, there is. Right now, starting on, I think it's Monday. I think Monday starts one of the seasons for moose hunting. I didn't put in for the drawing this year. I have in the past. I actually had a permit once, but wasn't fortunate enough the 3 days I hunted. I mean, I could hunt a week, but I took 3 days and I didn't get one. But yes, there is bear, that's for sure. I've never actually seen one in the wild. Well, I shouldn't say, I take that back. In other words, while I've been out hunting, fishing or something like that, I haven't seen one. Of course, I've seen one, you know, driving down the road and on the side of the road and things like that. I've seen several doing that. But does it take a lot? Hold on. As a resident to get drawn in the hunting one. Well, it's, you know, it's like anything. You know, it depends on the zone, where you want to hunt, the amount of applicants they put in and all that. I don't know. You'd have to look at Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, Bob. I would recommend doing that, and they maybe they, I don't even know if they would maybe be able to give you, for instance, on the odds. Obviously, it depends on how many people put in, you know, versus the permits they're giving out. And it could be the section you're going to. I mean, some sections may only have a handful of permits. Other sections might have a lot more. All depends on your preference. You know, some places may want you to, you know, go for just a bull. Some might have you go for calf bull. I don't know. I don't dare to say, because I haven't looked into it a whole lot this year. I don't know if anything changed. But you definitely could go to the Inland Fisheries and Wildlife page here for the state of Maine. And I recommend that on anything I talk about on here. Check with them for any, you know, questions you may have, you know, legality-wise and specifics. But they may be able to have, they might have stats on the page. I'm sure they probably have somewhere, you know, how many, obviously, permits they give out. But yeah, the hunt, I think, starts, was it this Monday? I think it might be this Monday coming. Don't quote me on that either. It could have started last week. I lose track. But I'm assuming it's this Monday. And I think it's split like it usually is. I think there's 2 seasons. There's one, and then there's a later one, a little bit later, for X amount of time. And that could change too. I've been out of the loop with it because I think I did put in either last year or the year before, but some years I don't. I did put in for a deer permit, and I didn't get one of those for a doe, for the area that I wanted to hunt anyway. And to be honest, I really enjoy fishing. If I could just fish year-round in comfortable weather, I think I would do that. I have no problem with that. So what do you do if you see one? It would depend on where I was located and where it was located, how I would handle it, I think. You know, obviously with me talking to you guys and laughing and joking and with you guys and stuff like that, that helps, because the more noise you make, the less they're going to want to be around you. You know, unless, you know, and this is just my personal opinion. I don't, you know, all I can tell you is what I think, you know, and I'll leave it at that. But, you know, obviously the more noise I make and things like that, and I mean, if it was a, you know, something charging at me, I mean, I'd have to react at the moment. I wouldn't dare to say anything till the moment happened on what I would do. Small fish, real salmon. What, bud? Oh, no, go back. Hold on. I don't want that. Channel activity. Hide user from channel. That's what we'll do. There we go. Bye, Brian. Sorry, guys. I didn't need that today. Things were going well. All right, I'm going to move down a little more again. Keep moving our way back. Hey, Wayne, do you ever do any ice fishing? Robert, I have in the past, in my many younger years. Probably, oh, this must have been 30 years ago now. No, I don't know if it was that long. No, 20 something. But it's been a long time since I've gone. I don't particularly go. I have thought about it this year. People ask me a lot on here if I'm going to, on all my social media actually, and I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided. I'll be honest, I'm not a whole fan of the cold. I work outside year round as it is. Ooh, there's a fish right there. Let's see if we can get it. Right here in front. Hold on, guys. Let's see if we can get it. There it is, right there. Ha ha! Awesome. That was cool. Hopefully you guys get to see that. Easy, buddy. Easy, easy. I'm going to let that go right in the water so I don't even have to touch it. Oh, there it's gone. Woo! That was a good catch. I saw it sideways. And, boy, that worked out well. That was great. Fix that lure. I'll look at the comments here in just a second. Ow. Let's see what we got here. Yes, I did catch it, yeah. Let's see. We have crazy animals in Australia, but bears would scare me big time. Good job, Wayne. Awesome fish, you called it. Yes. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you do have some intimidating animals. Let's put it that way. Yes, in Australia. I could see myself enjoying going ice fishing, picking the day. The weather, the conditions, where I was fishing, and all that. But it's not my first go-to as a, boy, I really want to get out there and go ice fishing as soon as the hard water comes. I would almost rather pick a decent day and go to a river if I could find one that I was able to fish, legally, that was open at that time of the year, and fish that instead. If I thought I could catch fish on it. I mean, I don't want to waste my time for nothing, but just saying. I'll be honest, what I'd like to do is I would like to go in the wintertime and go south for like 3 months. Take my family with me down there and fish for like 3 months. 4 months out of the year. 4 would be nice. December, January, February, and March. Come back 1st April. I'd be tickled with that. I say that. I've never done it, but that's what I say. But geez, the cold, just the working in the cold and stuff, the older I get, the less I like it. It used to not bother me quite so much when I was younger. But I really enjoy doing what I'm doing here now, and I think that's changed me a lot in what I want to do. You could pay me to walk around nature in Australia. You couldn't pay me to walk around in nature in Australia. Well, Stephanie, I was, and I know you've been in here and you've heard us going back and forth, me and Joe, and that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of things that would freak me out about being over there, but there's also some beautiful and awesome stuff that I would love to see and experience. I mean, it's like anywhere. It's like Joe said, coming here with bears. It just, to me, I get in the back of my mind, okay, well, he said that, and I can think of like, a bunch of spiders, snakes, and, saltwater crocs, and great whites off the barrier reef. And I mean, I can go on and on and on about different animals over there that I'm going, oh my word, and the big spiders, and, that might be poisonous and stuff. And I'm like, wow, do I want to put myself in that position? But I mean, it's like anything. You get out of your element and your comfort zone. I'm just speaking for myself, and this is how I try to rationalize it. If I stay in a box too long and don't broaden myself out, to different areas, I'm never going to know. But to do it cautiously, respectfully, to try to not go in it foolishly, and try to be, maybe with someone that has a lot better knowledge than I do. I think that's the best I can do in those situations. And then maybe experience some stuff that's really cool. I have met several people through social media that I've worked with that have a lot bigger subscribers than me. I actually worked with the people from Brave Wilderness. Mark Vins, the guy that has worked with, him and Coyote Peterson have Brave Wilderness, and I got to work with Mark Vins last year for a couple days. Him and film crew guys came up and we did some stuff with bloodworms. And I mean, them guys go all over the world. I worked with another content creator. His name's Nick. He's on, he's pretty big on TikTok and YouTube. I got millions of subscribers on both. And these guys, you know, like him and Mark and them, they travel all over the world doing stuff. And I applaud them. And in a way, some of the stuff, I'd be like, man, that'd be so cool. And other stuff, I'd be terrified. You know. I know I'm kind of rambling, but it's just kind of how I feel. Hold on. Do you follow in baseball and grinding? I don't know what you mean. Who do you follow in baseball? It's not so bad, Stephanie. True, but I've walked next to bears. There you go. I've been fishing around Australia. You just have to look ahead and not worry. I got you, man. I got you. And I get that. I do. You know, I'm sure, you know, being with the right people, you know, that isn't going to try to, you know, kick your anxiety up or anything like that. And they're going to try to do the right thing and just have you have a positive, good experience. I mean, that there would be mint for me, you know, to have that good experience, and to have my eyes open with somebody that, you know, is all about you enjoying yourself, having a great time. I think that would be a blast. But yeah, like, you know, like I said, like the people that I've worked with, I mean, you know, I'm glad that I got to be part of, you know, doing stuff with them, you know, with like bloodworms and stuff here in Maine with both of them content creators I was talking about. And, you know, it was great working with people like that and just, you know, seeing how big and successful they've got and then thinking, you know, to myself, geez, maybe someday if I do this long enough, I could get that way. You know, we'll see what happens. But I do enjoy this right here, and I enjoy the interaction. I love talking to you guys on here. That's something I enjoy as well. And I'll be honest, I was an introvert. I wasn't around anybody before I did this. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I wasn't that bad, but you know, I wasn't very outspoken like I am on here and talking to people and stuff, and that don't bother me a bit. You know, I've done some interviews and stuff and been on the news, things like that, and that don't bother me. You know, and to film with those guys and everything, I had a great time filming with those guys. And I mean, like the whole Brave Wilderness thing, that one channel, I think it's got 22 million subscribers over there. So I mean, you know, your stuff's gonna get seen. And just a great group of people. It was fun working with Nick too. He actually does a lot of catch and cooks, and he actually took the bloodworms back and he ate a bloodworm and a sandworm actually, which is not my thing to do, but that's what he did. Hold on, Robert, just a second. Hey Wayne, can you harvest bloodworms and steamers year-round, or are they seasonal? Just a second. And well, if you want a holiday, you and your family are welcome to stay with me. Joe, that means the world to me. Thank you. I can harvest bloodworms and clams year-round. Yes, and I've done that for decades now. There is rules and regulations with both, as far as, you know, maybe like I cannot commercially harvest worms on Sunday. I went today and shot some video. And I did get a few worms, but it was not enough to be illegal with what I did, because I'm going to use them for video anyway. And I didn't get very many. I was under what the restriction is for that, for personal use. And clams, as far as harvesting those, not to be long-winded about it, that has a lot to do with the town that you're harvesting in, what rules and regulations they have, possibly, and what the regulations may be with the state. But there is a market to harvest clams year-round in the town that I live in, and I can dig year-round. There's different openings and closures depending on the area and spaces that I dig, and so on and so forth, and that can get fairly, I wouldn't say complicated, but you got to figure out where to be, when to be there, what's open, what's closed, that type of thing. Weather can impact the clam harvesting as far as rain closures in certain areas and stuff with how much you get. So it can be a little bit confusing to some. I always say with anything, like with the worms or the clams or whatever, whenever I'm answering a comment or telling someone, I say the best thing that you could do is, if you have any questions about it, check with the Department of Marine Resources here in the state of Maine. They're the ones who enforce the laws and have the up-to-date what's right and what's wrong. So that's the best way I always try to answer it if I can, because I, in no way, shape, or form, I'm not the type of person who, I don't want to steer somebody in the wrong direction. But yeah, sometimes in the winter it can be it can be brutal and a challenge. I have some I don't know if I do on YouTube or not. I have to look back. I think I probably have some on digging in the wintertime worms, but probably more on Facebook. If you look back at my reels from several years ago, you may be able to see some of it. I mean, I've dug through ice in the past just to harvest them. I may have some of that on here too. But yeah, it can be very much a challenge. And you get, of course, some coasts freeze right up. I mean, you can walk right on the ice. I mean, it could be, many inches thick depending on the spot in the winter. For me, I've kind of found myself harvesting more clams and less worms lately, especially this year. It's worked out a little better for me. Sorry about the long answer, guys. I know I kind of rambled there a little. I have to say that is one good thing about, that looks like a fish right there rising. That is one good thing about doing these lives and having people, that don't mind coming in the chat and asking questions and, interacting here and there. It helps pass the time. It feels like, man, I just took somebody with me today fishing. Sunny day in the UK today. That's awesome. Looks like hard work. It is. It's back-breaking work, bud. I've actually had bulged discs and herniated discs in my back a couple times. It's laid me up for, well, once was about 3 months. Another one was, I think, about 8 weeks. And yeah, it can be very much a challenge on your body. And that's why I'm saying, I mean, the more I do the social media and the more I grow over there, I'm hoping that helps offset some of what I need to do, with income eventually. And I enjoy bringing you guys along for the journey. You able to do any fishing today, Chris, in the UK? Was you able to go out today? and do any or no? I'm assuming, I know it's got to be evening there by now. Pretty sure you guys are 5 hours ahead of us. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm going to try to see if I can. No. Right up in the top of that tree right there, guys. I don't know if you can see it, not on the top of it, but just to the right, coming down on that tree, there's a eagle right there. Been watching me for a while. You see his head. Kind of cool. Sorry, I just wanted to show you the eagle. If I wasn't doing a live, I'd have a picture of that. Hold on. I gotta see if I can see that. You do trout fishing, okay. I'm not opposed to trout fishing. I don't normally target them, but I have in the past. Did a little bit. It was 2 years ago, I think now. I went and caught a couple trout. I've caught one, while I was bass fishing, not, intending to. I had a nice one on, and you can see me lose it. I didn't actually get to measure it, but I would say it was well up into the upper teens on length. When I was bass fishing, I think it was earlier this year. Ooh, there's a fish right there. What is that? Ooh, that was a bass. Came off right there, guys. That was a nice little bass. That thing was on a mission. Might hit shore. Yeah, I was bass fishing and ended up having a nice trout on. I thought it was a good sized bass, to be honest with you. When I pulled that in, I was like, oh my word. It came off before I got it all the way in good, so I wasn't able to, see it more than just vivid pictures. I do have a few pictures of it though. Wish I could have got a length and weight and stuff on it. That would have definitely been the biggest trout I'd caught. And I mean, even though I didn't get weight or anything and I got it in the grass and it fell back in the water, still I can say I caught a decent sized trout. But the only thing I've got, I had some, I was shooting the video and all I've got is some screenshots where it all happened so fast to the fish vividly. But it was nice to catch. Nice to see, and the area where I caught it was nice to see that there was still good trout in there. Ooh, there's a fish right behind that one. I hit that little bit of a reed and that fish was right under it, I'd say. Let's see if I can catch that. That might have been another pickerel. Let's see if it was. Sometimes they'll come right back. We shall see. I appreciate you guys tuning in today, though. It's been a great group. Joe, it's been good to talk to you again, man. I missed you my last couple lives. I know our time and you being busy with me, that kind of messes it up a little. Good afternoon. How are they biting today? Good. It's been a good day. Up here on the Passadumkeag, I've caught several pickerel. I did catch a largemouth bass here today. The largemouth was 1.24. It's about 1.25 pounds. Maybe it was 1.28. Doesn't matter. Around 1.25 pounds. And the pickerel bite has been good. Caught some what I call river chubs. Caught a few of those. And I've had a good time. It's been a good live. Been almost on 2 hours now. Been a good group of people. Got 56 likes. I don't know how many subscribers, whoever may have subscribed, I really appreciate it. Helping me grow my channel. Helping me get my hours that I need and get this monetization thing going. I'm excited. Good weather and good fishing, can't be better. I agree. Awesome. Legend just been busy. 3 o'clock in the morning. There you go. Did you see where I sent you the message the other day? Yes, I did. I accepted the message and read it. Yes, I did. I've just been so busy, bud. It's unreal. Yes, I think my brother probably, the one I went lobstering with, I'm sure knows some of your relatives. Well, I know he's got to, just from fishing over the years. We fished around some of them when, probably when I was with him, as we went outside and stuff. I wish I would have got that last bass in. Didn't look like a huge one, but a decent smallmouth it looked like to me. Ain't no worries, understand. This time of year, we'll catch up on these. Oh, I'm sure. I'll be monitoring MDI in the island a lot as the winter goes on with the storms, and trying to get there for photos and stuff on the park. I try to really keep up on that as much as I can. I've gotten the last 4 or 5 storms over at Sand Beach, Thunder Hole and stuff. I actually got a bunch of video of when that schooner, the Tay, was uncovered over there. The last time it was uncovered over to Sand Beach, which was pretty cool. Tony, welcome. Good to see you. That was cool to get that footage of that. I had it when it was uncovered, and I went back like, what was it, a day or two later when we had one of the other storms, and there was only pieces of it left, and it was out on the rocks. And, yeah, I got a bunch of video and pictures of that. That was a pretty cool story behind that and everything, how that ran aground years ago. I can understand that. We'll leave it at that. I got you, bud. Hi. I can totally understand that. Well, guys, depending on what my event coordinator says, I'm going to give her a call as soon as I'm done with the live. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing some more fishing. It's just going to depend what I have for service, if I go live or not. And I may, if I can, I may go north from here. I may go up towards Medway, Millinock, and do some fishing. Oh, that was a bite right there. I just see the fish come behind it. Darn it. Urgh. I gotta try another one again. Or 2, 3 or 10. Like, see what that was. All I see was just the front of it. I couldn't tell if it was a pickerel or if it was a bass. I'll be listening while cleaning out the old family home. There you go. Well, I appreciate that. You know, it really amazes me. There's a lot of bait fish here that I know you guys can't see right in front of me here in the water. Small bait fish. It amazes me I can catch, you know, like these pickerel and bass and stuff, and the bait fish just stay right there. It's like, well, I ain't worried about them eating me. But then again, they'll eat one of these lures. Just kind of blows me away when you see that, you know what I mean? It's like, geez, if they were coming around me and had some bait fish like that, I mean, the bigger fish, and I was a little one, I'd be like, I am getting the heck out of here. Nature is quite amazing. The more I'm out in it and experience different things, it's just, man, I think it's cool. We're almost 2 hours into this live, guys. This has been awesome today. Change spinner. Well, no, I think I'm going to change location, actually. I think I'm changing. That's the bridge right there. I'm parked right up near that, and yeah, I think I might do a cast or two with this near the bridge like I normally do when I get back there to see if anything's moved around. I'll try the normal areas where I usually fish, and then I'm probably going to hit the road, hopefully. Again, got to talk to the my event coordinator, and if that's the case, I'm probably going to head north. See if I can't do something up around Millinocket, Medway, Lincoln, up that way. Here we go. I've actually got that little trail down pretty good. I struggled with that earlier this year, going up around that shore. Of course, the water was a little higher then too. All right, make a couple casts right here. Great stuff. See you on the next live stream. Cheers. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great day. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm sure it's Monday where you are. Monday morning, right? If you're still there, Joe. Was it probably 3 o'clock Monday morning? I'm guessing somewhere around that, 2, 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 or 4 actually, depending on where you're located. That just amazes me. I used to have a, I don't know if you're still on here or not, Joe, but I used to have a moderator on one of my TikToks, on my TikTok, I should say, when I used to do live streams on there. And she was actually from New Zealand. Worked out great because a lot of times in the winter time when I was doing some early morning live at 4 in the morning my time, you know, it would be her evening of the next day, or morning I should say. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, Joe. Thank you so much again. Appreciate you coming in and chatting. wish you all the best, my friend. And hopefully you get out there and get a chance to do a little of that Murray cod fishing. I would someday love to come over and do that with you. I think that would be so cool. All right. What is that? 2 hours, 2 minutes. I'll look at my battery. Okay, what I'm going to do, take it about a 45-minute ride. I'm going to make a couple casts right here on the outside of this bridge. See if we get any takers. If not, probably head north. What time have I got? This afternoon, right? 1 o'clock. Ain't too bad. Make a couple casts. We'll see if we get any takers right here. I was hoping that wind blowing a little bit, maybe some of that junk be on that shore, and I think it might be. Just so much weeds and grass and all kinds of stuff in there. Early this morning, it was up here. Caesar, welcome. Boy, that felt good. That was a good bite. Kind of bums me out when that happens. Get a good thump and then nothing. Just shows they are out there though, waiting to be caught. Come on, fishy, fishy. Let's go. All right, a couple more casts, guys. We'll wind her up. Get that out there. There we go. That was a heck of a cast. I'll make 2 more casts, guys, after this one. Hopefully we can connect with one. If not, I am hopefully going to be on to a different spot. If you're not following my page, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you get a chance to rewatch the live, feel free to comment and share it. I'd really appreciate that. Appreciate all the help on growing this channel. Gained a bunch of followers the other day on my live. The last couple days have been super. You know, for me anyway. So I much appreciate it. That right there is the last cast, guys. There we are. All right, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for the support. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. You guys all take care until next time.